cross over to the coastal region where Ferdinand Omondi is standing by with a different look from that end. Ferdi.
I must say I'm impressed with my second year. It was a side job as a tinga driver. I think I should learn some fishing. But on to serious matters now. Tourism, as you mentioned earlier, is a main driver of economy in the country. Actually, the second largest foreign exchange earner. And right here, the coast is literally the backbone of economy in many of the areas. But then some locals have complained that they've been set aside or sidelined from the main money-making variations in tourism. A lot of them relegated to the less glorious job descriptions of beach boys and prostitution. So then, are there opportunities or is the business acumen missing? I spoke to a man who has discovered how to make money from tourism in a way, and this is his story. Josiah Macharia Chege attends to his grocery business along Diani, Ukunda, South Coast. The need to feed his family, coupled with the lack of job opportunities in Nairobi, drove him all the way here from Thika in central Kenya, and he says when he arrived, all he saw was opportunity.
Na ndio nikaona sasa ile kazi kana pesa ambayo inaweza pesa kwa haraka ni kazi ya tumbo, kazi ya chakula. Kwa sababu hata ule mtu ako jela lazima atakula.
8 years down the line, Macharia is a successful grocer in an area he admits has high demand for fresh products, which forces him to seek supplies from all over Kenya to meet a high demand.
Sasa kuweza kuassemble hizo vitu na kuleta kwa soko kama hii ambapo kuna ile market yake, tunaona hiyo ndio advantage tulikuja tukatake.
The advantage Macharia gained was his ability to see the need to feed the tourism industry, and since then his clientele has expanded to the numerous hotels around the coast and even individual tourists who are spotted walking in and out of his grocery every so often. He says his ability to provide some products that would otherwise only be available in supermarkets has given him an edge.
Wa customer wengi sana si wala wanapendea sana mambo ya refrigeration, atimali wa refrigeration. Sasa hiyo tukatika advantage. Meaning that sasa hizo vitu zetu zikakuwa ziko na ready market ya haraka sana.
Macharia is successfully reaping from the vast tourism industry via one of the avenues, supply. Tourism is one of Kenya's biggest foreign exchange earners and is arguably the backbone of the coastal economy. But not many locals are reaping big from it. Swale Juma, who is employed at the grocery, attributes this to lack of exposure.
Elimu, hiyo ndio ni mzuri. Kwa sababu watoto wakisoma ndio watajua chenye watafanya mbeleni.
However, education has not been the strength of this region, with 5 of the 6 counties of the coast perennially performing dismally in national examinations. The irony is that tourism has played a part. Many school-going children spend their days as beach boys at the service of rich Mzungu women. Women and girls have also subjected their bodies to exploitation by the tourists in exchange for quick money. This has in turn proliferated child sex and drug abuse. Some experts blame this on poor leadership.
That the leaders of this county need to come out and sensitize people on the need for performance. Because what we normally see are people who are so given to receiving handouts. And parents will send their kids to the beach. As long as you get a Mzungu and he gives you some money, that is sufficient.
Let's forget employment and nini. Create your own employment. Look which employment is so potential.
Businessmen like Macharia here had the acumen to discover one of the many ways through which they exploited the vast tourism industry, and now they are seeing the benefits. Something which the county government must also look to instill on the locals to open their eyes a bit wider and see how else they can benefit, and also then provide the avenues so that it can be much more fruitful than it is right now for the locals. Perhaps a starting point would be for some locals to invest in farming so that they may eventually provide Macharia with a supply which requires him to travel far and wide to obtain for his market. Well, I must say I enjoy the apple and some juice, but some insight that also Mashara gave me that I did not share in the story is that he feels that the tourism industry is going down. There are no new hotels coming up, and the tourists are feeling that coming back to the same hotel is driving them off. They're also complaining about the state of infrastructure, especially the delays at the ferry, which they say sometimes inconveniences them rather. So there are many other aspects that need to be discussed, but I do know that the Kenya Tourism Board is represented, and that's why